Hello everyone. Today we are going to make some nice application. Let me show what we have currently. So this is the final. It is running. The code is implemented, but we will try to do all of these things from the very beginning together. So there's a push button over here, and this is like a pedestrian. Currently, light is red for the pedestrian because this is. So when I push this one, it will keep some moment, half a second on the green light and again turned off after that. So if I push all the time, it will be green. If I pull my hand after half a second. So half a second should be, incremented to like 1-2 minutes. So during that time, pedestrian can cross. So now pedestrian can cross. So this is it. So what do we have in here? If you want, let's go and focus a little bit more over here. So I'm using Wi-Fi 1010. So what I have here, a push button, and it's connected to the pin 7 here. And this is ground. This is minus because I have one ground here. Because if you remember, Wi-Fi 1010 doesn't have many grounds. There's one. And I put this yellow one to the here. So I have now all these line become all grounded. So I connected this one. So this is kind of my sensor I'm getting input when I push. So I read that value. This is a digital read. And then if it is the, digital is read, you can have low or high. There is no other option. So if this is according to the button's situation, I am going to turn this red light on or this one on, but I will turn off the other one when I'm making this on. So I used another digital pin 11 connected to this red one via resistor, so I don't want to just burn this out, so lowering the voltage. And these are all connected to the other leg is connected to the ground, because the LED's long leg can be get electricity or positive charge. The other should be grounded. So this is the lower, I mean, not the long leg, the short leg. So another one I have here, pin 13, comes to this green one. So it is the same thing. We have grounded, and this is the long leg, and we have resistor. So when I push this button, it turns green and off. So the code part for this one, I have already code written. So let's visit this code. It is running, and it prints always 1. But when I push this, oops, let me show you the code. Sorry. So here's the code, and you see tones of 1. Actually, it is printing all the time. When I push this one, it says, you see pedestrian crossing. It prints. When I remove, and it becomes 1. So it's some moment it shows like not printing, but it is printing, so we cannot follow so fast. So here we have pinMode, pin button for the button 7 for the button, and then pinMode we use input pull-up. So if you are wondering what is input pull-up, is here. Internally, Arduino has a resistor, 20K pull-up resistors. So we are using that one for that. And otherwise, we have a lot of different problems. I was surfing through the stock exchange. If I don't use that one, so it will randomly sometimes puts high and low. So my green light turns on. Actually, I didn't push the button, but input pull up just solved my problem. And there are more information in Arduino website. So our life becomes much easier with the input pull up when we are using this pin button. So the other ones are output, because I'm going to turn on these LED lights. And what I'm doing in this loop, I'm reading this pin button, the push button. So when I get the value, it can be high or low, not other than that. So if it is high, so this means we are, let me show you the camera. So when I push this one, I connect these two wires, okay? These two wires, when I connect this one, it becomes low. But when I pull this up, it becomes high because I am grounding this power electricity with this one, it becomes low. But when I pull this up, it becomes high. So if you look at our code, also when it is high means no one is pushing the button. So it becomes, I turn the red light on with a high and green light low with digitalWrite because I am giving some electricity to that one. I mean 1 over 0. So I'm turning this on. When I release my hand, which is this time, and when I push it, I'm sorry, when I push it, so it becomes, look at this one more time. So low. So pedestrian passing prints, if you look at the serial port, pedestrian passing prints, if I keep pushing, you can easily see it. So it is low. So because what happens is I am doing, connecting this red wire to the ground, is this. So I will have, I mean, what's a 0, low. So that time I turn off the red pin and make it green. Wait half a second, and again this loop starts. When it reads, of course it is high, so it will turn off the green light and turn on the red light. That's it. This was a little bit quick because in the previous one I had trouble, and this is what we have learned today. Is we learned a couple of things. One is, let me go here, in the functions we learn digital read. We know already digital read. We are using digital read and digital write. We know already digital write. So here it is digital pinMode we for output, and we are writing. Writing is like giving a power, and reading, this one pinMode is input pull up. So we are reading with digital read. So read and input, and write and output is just together, because in order to write you output something, right? Like if you are thinking ink in a pen, so you're writing and outputting. When you are reading something, inputting, and you are reading it, like you are reading the text and inputting those information. So hope this helps. These videos are just preparing actually for myself. While I'm teaching, I learn better. And sorry about there are some junk here. I'm not using the serial other things, this button state and other things. Just ignore those code pieces. And these are named variables, so it is easy to read. Otherwise, if you see 7 here and some other things here, 11, 13, what does these means? So now we name them. So it is very easy to read code. Code becomes more readable. Otherwise, I don't need any of them. I can make pin green all 13 replace, and pin red with all 11 and 7, but the code becomes unreadable. And we are writing code for ourselves. Computer doesn't care if it is messy, it will run it. But next time we will be stranger to our code, so we don't want to be like that. So we want to remember and easy to read this code. That is why we use these variables. That's all for today. Hope you enjoyed it.